Friends, good morning. Today let's discuss about mixing in Json. If you guys know what is Json, how it works, that is good to start with this tutorial, because this is not a basic about Jacksons. This is about advanced part of Jacksons where we are using mixing. Now why we need mixing and how it works, that all I will explain you in further steps. So now I will tell you the question which I am referring is how Json works internally if you introduce mixing in that. So this is pronounced as mix in, and sometimes we call it mixing also. So this is basically you are changing the structure of the class without changing the original class, right? So while using Json, when you are serializing or deserializing the class, then you will use this. What are the features of that is, when any class you get from a third party library, you don't even know the source code of it and you don't want to populate your domain with the Json annotation, then this will help. Now I will show you the problem. Suppose you have a third party class employee, in that you have a long ID as field, full name and salary. Now you made a constructor there, getter setters are there. Now you cannot modify it because this came from third party. Now notice there is a in your API you are returning this model, this object, where full name is not there, name, instead of full name you have name. So now there you can see the mismatch, that name in Json you have name, in Java you have full name. So how you will map this? You will map using mixin. So you will create a class employee mixin, where you will mention property as Json property and then you will say name, but you will create the object like getter setter as full name, right? So in this case you didn't do any implementation, you didn't do any object creation, you only used annotations. This class exists only to provide metadata. Now how you will register that mixing? Wherever you have a object mapper configuration, there you will add this mixing. You will add mixin and then you will mention the class name dot class and then mixing dot class name. Then in this case what you are doing is, when you are telling the Json, whenever you serialize or deserialize employee, pretend it has the annotations defined in mixin. So you need to check for this mixing as well in case of deserializing or serializing of employee class, right? So how it works internally? Normally Json intercepts and it will check for all the fields. Now no annotations are present. After registering, it will check. First it will go for employee class, then it will go for employee mixing, then it converts the metadata and it will assume that full name is not there, but yes, name is there, which is representing full name. So this will now work. And then how let me show you how it works internally. So we have employee class and then Json interceptor will come. No annotation is required and default mapping will work. In this is normal way without mixing. Now in case of mixing, what it will do is, it will come to the employee class, it will add a mixing class and then it will add annotation in that annotation interceptor, and then it will merge the annotation and then it will create the bean description, and then it will use the merged metadata, not the default metadata. So there is an annotation called annotation interceptor, which will do the magic. It will convert the changes to the original class. It only changes the metadata using the duration of during serialization and deserialization. I hope you will like this video. If you like it, please subscribe my channel. There are many more videos to come. Thank you.